And a cut back. This is part 21 of Dragon Age: The Veilguard. So I'm just gonna do a quick cut like that. Because I'm not done yet tonight. I want to do more. So we're gonna do a couple more hours more. See if we can wrap up the remaining companion quests that are left. They are still building up. Would like to get them all done, but first things first. We need to get Manfred back. We cannot continue on without Manfred. We have to have him back. He's one of the few positives in the game, and I want to keep him. So he must stay. We must have him.
New spirits haunt the land.
Well, never re-raised the dead. I defer to the senior watcher.
I've never tried it either. In any other circumstance, this would be fascinating. We'll need assistance finding Manfred's wisp and drawing it back into his body. By pact and pledge, I seek an audience. By light and breath, let wisdom come. You've met these spirits before, but I've never properly introduced you. Rook, allow me to present two Necropolis Guardians, the keepsake of ages and far-sighted curio.
Those your names? You're two of our oldest spirits.
We've watched long enough to be caught in paper thoughts.
Not that we've sought much fame.
Friends, my assistant, my ward, Manfred, sacrificed himself to save us.
We'd heard you'd abandoned Lichdom to bring him back. Your work, your dreams.
You paid the price. But it seems there are many flickers of curiosity in the Fade.
And only one you seek. Draw his wisp near. Speak.
Can I help?
Yes, please. Think of Manfred. Tell me something you felt about him. Concentrate.
Well, he had some issues with judging distances and shiny objects, but he never let that stop him. That's Manfred to me.
In the sea of the Fade, there are wakes left by our passing. Our desires, our fears. I leave this beacon for you, Manfred. Follow my voice. Return to me, please. Manfred?
It worked!
That speaks
That's
even more.
wonderful. That's wonderful indeed.
Thanks for stitching that seam on my coat, Fred. It was coming loose. And nice new threads yourself.
Thank you.
Yes, we needed something to mark him as an apprentice around the necropolis.
It's a good fit. See you around.
Yes.
Oh, you know what to call me. Okay, bring it down now.
He's excited for his training. Manfred's spellcraft is coming along nicely, more or less. Some undead have the potential to cast magic. I believe his was unlocked by his journey through the Fade.
What was that like?
Dunno.
You mean you don't know?
Dunno.
We must work on that enunciation. Why don't you fetch the primer?
I'm glad things worked out.
I'm glad you talked me into it.
As he grows, Manfred will better learn to take care of himself. I won't worry so much when I pass on.
How do you feel about that last part?
I have moments of regret for what Lichdom might have been. But none would make me exchange this for anything.
And Emmerich is now hero of the Veilguard. Life's Embrace. Rise on spores and pans, and his attunement to the group lets him boost their spirits when they need it the most. And he has the Graven Vestments. Okay. Not bad. Favorite color. Oh, both ones. So yes, I very much enjoyed that. Enjoyed Emmerich's storyline. I thought it was good. I enjoyed that. Alright. Manfred is back. More powerful than ever. Alright. Alright. I guess we'll just start knocking out what's left here. Companion quest. Let's do Alarm.
Ena Bellinaris. From the form, we bring forth the eternal. Thanks, Rook, for coming. I don't think I could have done this alone.
Death is hard. Funerals are meant to make it easier.
Funerals give you a chance to say goodbye, even if they never hear it. Anyways, we need to light 3 more braziers. Each one represents an aspect of the self. It's close to what we've always done. The Dalish, I mean. But the ancient elves used Veilfire to show our connection to the Fade. Or so the archive tells me anyways. I think it's what Syrian would have wanted.
I know it's hard, but you can do this.
I already buried him once. At least this time, it's for real. Let's head to the first brazier. Okay, the first brazier should be ahead somewhere.
How far?
However far it needs to be, I guess. Wonder what else we'll find. On the archive, I mean.
Could be anything, really. It didn't sound too choosy.
Not choosy, but rude. And very, very stubborn.
Belara,
Hey, Irilyn.
look. If you need to talk, let me know. I don't want our history to make things awkward, and I'm still your friend, you know? Anyways, time to light the first brazier.
A third we grant to the stars, to speak your life to the firmament. Am I doing this right? I don't know. The archive wasn't much help. It told me the words, but words are only part of it. Rituals aren't just about what you say, it's why and how you say it.
Reclaiming the past was never going to be easy. But you have to start somewhere. Why not here?
Syrian made it sound so simple. Learn the past and then live it. But so much is different. Who we are now is as important as who we were. I just wish it were easier. Okay, let's head to the next brazier.
It's unusual to see all these obstacles in the way of a funeral. Death's hard to deal with, though, no matter where you come from.
Each obstacle's supposed to represent grief and moving past it, literally. But yeah, it's a little weird, probably. Syrian would have laughed at it. Okay, on to the next brazier.
So what do you think is out there?
I don't know. Could be anything, really. That's kind of the magic. you doing here?
What? You know I show up for you, Belle. They'd only let one of us come, though. The rest send their regards, especially Emmerich.
I'm just... Wow. Thank you, Nev. And everyone else.
Hey, as long as I'm around, you've got family. All right, go on and light the brazier.
A third we grant to the sea, to carry you to distant shores. Syrian always wanted to see what was across the ocean. Not Pervalin, I mean really across. The other parts of the world. I wonder if the Evanurus ever left Thetis.
It's an interesting question, but I kind of doubt they did. Always find out. We could always ask them.
Maybe when this is all over, we'll find a boat and go see what's out there.
Maybe things went differently, you know? Somewhere else? Without the Exalted Marches, without Tevinter, what does that even look like? Maybe better, or maybe not, but different? More of us alive? And probably free? Okay. On to the next one. Okay, one more brazier to go. I'd hoped that the archive might change, now that Honoris is gone, I mean.
I'm guessing it didn't?
It called me a witless fool 3 times when it was teaching me about ancient elven funerals.
So not so much then.
I had to threaten to send it into an active volcano.
So why are there people waiting after the obstacles?
It's a reminder that on the other side of even the hardest days,
I thought Dalish clans planted trees for their funerals.
this is what we've always done. That I remember, anyway. Well, we didn't use ancient magic before. First time I went to a funeral was for my grandmother. I was 7, had to climb through a bunch of fallen trees. By the time I got to the end, I was dirty and tired and sad, but not as sad as I thought I'd be. So I guess it worked. At least a little bit.
Balara, I'm sorry about Syrian.
Thanks, Strife. I'm glad you're here.
He was one of us, even if he never officially joined.
He died protecting Arlathan, even knowing the cost.
Saving the world. Seems like it might run in the family. Time to light the last brazier.
And a third we return to the infinite, to find their way to the sanctum of the eternal. And that's it. The words we used to say. According to the archive, at least. It's close to what we say now. Not the same, but nearly. And it's what he would have wanted.
You think you'll be okay?
I didn't think I would be, but I'm okay. Not amazing, not great, but okay. We found it. That connection. What Syrian and I were looking for. When he came back, it hurt again. Worse, almost. But this time, I got to say goodbye. And now I have to live my life. That's all I can do, for either of us.
That's all anyone can ask of any of us. Keep living, and keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah, it's just hard sometimes. Harder than it should be. I don't know what our people's future looks like, but now they know their past, and they have a future. I hope you've found peace Wherever you are now, Dareth, Shural, and Na Belanaris. Ciri, I love you.
Yeah. Alright, well, whatever. I'll probably go back and explore some of these areas on my own. Find out where that one remaining chest is. It's probably up in that area I just opened up. Somewhere. Frames are getting janky again.
Eldrin, how's the training going?
Just a minute. Poachers are nearby. The Hulla are in trouble. Quick, to your positions. Go!
Ever tried gingerwort tea? Heard it's got some kick.
You're joking. Who in their right mind would drink that?
Yeah, who would?
No one I know.
Though I did hear worms are a big hit with griffins.
Worms? Who said that?
Irv Matur. He's a wise old elf I once knew.
Right.
Looks like you met your match there, Eldrin.
They know none of this is real. Won't waste the effort.
You need to rouse the raptor in them.
That gives me an idea.
Wait, what's
Wait, huh?
happening?
The Hulla are in trouble. An unarmed hunters nearby. Attack!
No.
Got it!
Do I get to keep that outfit? I might have to do a restart. Maybe. Let me see. Oh, what's going on? Okay, I'm gonna do a restart here. It's annoying that I gotta keep doing this. But it's like, I gotta do this like every 1 or 2 hours. I gotta do this. Because I do think the game has a bit of a memory leak issue. It might not bug people too much who have higher, more powerful systems than mine, but for, again, people with... I guess my system is considered lower end now. Oh, there's conversation I need to go see.
He's courageous, and I do enjoy his stories. I didn't expect it, but Strife and I are getting along quite well. But where to go with him?
Nev always wants to visit this fish fry stand in Minrathous.
Ah, youth would make even that a romantic evening.
It was. I hope. Sorry, Emric. Rook might be better at this.
Rook, quickly, Strife will be here soon. Does wandering Arlathan's groves or exploring its caves filled with lightning insects seem more romantic?
When did this happen?
How long have you and Strife been seeing each other?
Not for long. He inquired about my corpse whispering, then presented me with the most exquisite jeweled skull. One thing led to another.
Oh, what a sweet gift.
I knew another Watcher would understand. Lucanus found it baffling.
If you and Strife are just out for fun, I'm sure any place is good.
Strife's is a life of danger, constantly exploring, sometimes hunted, often alone. Whether or not he knows it, a man like that needs romance.
And you're gonna give it to him?
Oh, eventually.
If you want romantic, you can't beat a beautiful forest.
Very true. Perhaps serenity would be just the thing.
All set. Where are we heading, Emric?
After some consideration, let's jaunt over to the groves.
A jaunt in Arlathan. Not exactly what veil jumpers would call it. Though there are some flowers you might like.
Ah, I'll find some sample vials. Until later.
That's what I like about your friend, Rook. For a city mage, he's not afraid to play in the mud.
Hey, I'm a city mage.
We can't all be perfect.
You know, I gotta be honest, I just don't really see Strife and Emric actually getting together like that. Call me crazy, I just don't think they seem to be that compatible on first glance. It just seems to happen out of the blue. So, you know, that piece of matchmaking, I kind of question a little bit. It just happens out of the blue, and they just don't seem like they would be the type of people to get together.
Kind of hard to miss.
It's pretty big.
He, the archdemon Lusicon, is a he.
Male dragons don't have wings.
Elgar'nan used magic to make the archdemons bigger. Maybe he added wings, too.
Ugh. And he's screwed with her horns. What kind of asshole does that?
The kind we kill.
The one that makes monsters. Okay. Let's go do Harding's thing.
Stalgard should be around here somewhere.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharok dwarves are tough. I'd like to see Kalsharok. Do you think Stalgard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves, about myself. Maybe once things have settled down a bit.
Whee! Splat.
Of course. Stalgard told me about this place. The mountain is rich with lyrium, and the dwarves built this outpost to trade with Tevinter. As long as a dwarf stayed within the fort's walls, it would be as though they hadn't left the stone. They could keep their caste, name, and status.
Right. Traditional dwarves are particular about avoiding the surface.
The Kalsharok don't care about those rules, but Orzammar does.
Is it just me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
I'll just move this rock out of our way. Heard ya.
Is this entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were. Those rocks I can move were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew, I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. The story of their fall is the story of our birth. It's why we don't dream, why we're resistant to lyrium, and the reason we feel the earth in our guts. Right. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic. The elves stole lyrium from the Titans to make themselves bodies. And eons later, we gave it to a new generation of mages. All on our own. It's sad, isn't it? They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. Maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
No dark spot around the deep roads on the way here?
Lace Harding's shade kept them away for a time.
So they'll be back, I think.
It is hard to say. They seem different now, but they will always be the same. We are meeting the Shapers from Orzawa.
I'm told I must. To share what we know of recent events. They affect those cities, after all. The Shapers are all right, but the Assembly will ignore everything I have to say.
I hope you're courteous.
You're telling me to be courteous?
Oh, there he is. Stalguard.
All right.
You look fine.
Fine? What does fine mean? Are the back of my robes wrinkled?
Lace Harding will not care.
I just want to leave a good impression.
Better not tell her you related to me then. Good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Khal Sharok's memories. A historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you. To learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans. About our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
They came here for you, not me.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you. With all of you. I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours.
Everyone liked that. Ghilan'nain. Only one more level. One more before I am maxed out. Okay. Touch.
Avatosh! The Heir has been running from the storm all afternoon. You came just in time for it. There are others here as well, up the beach.
Yeah, it's okay. We came to meet them.
Qunari, not Antam, but real Qunari, like us. Their little ship avoided the Antam. They asked how I was. They told me I could go back to Parvalan with them, if I wanted.
What do you mean, the Heir is running away from the storm?
We think of air as being nothing, but if you have felt a driving wind, you know it has weight. On a calm, sunny day, the air rests on you like a warm, thick blanket. When a storm is coming, the air pushes on you less. We say that it is afraid, running from the storm.
You can feel the difference in the air.
Some of us use tools to measure it. Some of us can feel it in old aches, or the way your body knows the sun is rising.
Do you want to take the Qunari up on their offer?
I used to think that I could never return, that the Antam broke me from the Qun when they took me away. But these Qunari said they could help me heal my mind. I would like that. I think I am ready.
Are ready to bin Hashraf?
And I think staying here would make me sad, now that Shathan is gone.
Yeah.
You have grafted your mother's horn to yours.
Yeah. Alchemist with the Lords did it for me. It'll grow now like my own.
And she will always be with you.
Hey, before we go, I brought food. It's probably not as good as she makes it.
Thank you, Avatosh. I will eat the fruit. Be safe. Do not stay out too long in the storm.
Right. Let's go see what the damn tablet says.
You alright?
Just ready to get it over with. The Qunari translator said she had to give the translation in person.
That's a little odd.
Yep. Come on.
Did the translator at least give you a hint of what the tablet said?
Nope.
And she wouldn't say why we had to meet in person and... instead of just sending a translation?
Nope. Sorry. No food today. Next time.
I'll probably get all soggy anyway.
This is good. Simple.
Wet.
You're the one who keeps throwing rocks. Come on. No sense putting it off.
Yep. No sense putting it off. I gotta drown.
They got a ship past the Antam and the Rivain fleet.
It's a small ship. Probably snuck by with all the smugglers.
You are Avatosh and Rook. Shathan, who served as your Tomasran, was a friend to me.
You study ancient Qunari language like Shathan did?
Yes, I study both the language and the culture of the first expedition. My hope is that by learning more of the first expedition, we can improve our understanding of ourselves.
Are you really going to be able to help Karash like you offered?
Yes. The Antam hurt many in the Qun when they launched their invasion on the south. Karash will go to those who heal the mind. It speaks well of Shathan that she helped him.
It's an honor to meet someone who has studied the first expedition.
Shathan was the most knowledgeable of us. Thank you for sending her notes.
Sure.
You wish to know of the tablet. Before I give you the translation, I must explain. What you learn here, I ask that you hold to yourself. What is there is sacred.
I wouldn't have learned it without Rook.
Then we will respect your trust. The tablet's message must only be spoken. It must not be written down.
So that's why you couldn't just send a letter?
Yes, the tablet warned us against doing so. I remember the words, but please, bring your fire to the tablet so that I can show you. By Dragon's fire, these words are revealed. Trust no story not hidden this way. When the adversary came, we mixed our blood with dragons to fight. Protect those with fire. They see what we cannot. We fled across the sea, but there is no safety here. We have sickened, and will soon die. If more of us come from across the sea, then the adversary will follow. Beware the devouring storm.
What kind of Vashadan is this?
I mean, I guess that does kind of confirm something that Iron Bull even mentioned back in Inquisition, where he suspected that maybe Qunari had some dragon blood mixed in with them.
This tells anyone willing to listen that you were not a mistake. In fact, the Qunari need you.
Only because of some stupid new thing.
Rook is correct. The Adari had been a subject of debate among the scholars of the Qun. We had no evidence. Now we do. We were wrong to send them to the Antam as simple soldiers. And Shathan was right in taking you from us. She succeeded where we failed.
And she died for it.
I'll go check on them.
Why did they walk off?
Alright. Where'd they go?
Tosh must be very upset. Will you speak with them?
No, I'm gonna get in your boat, and I'm gonna run away. Okay, so the Qunari, created themselves to deal with the adversary, or the devouring storm, so I guess... So I'm trying to think back some of the stuff that Iron Bull talked about. Like, the original race was the Kosif. So I guess we can probably take from that, but the Kosif, tried to imbue themselves with the dragon blood, and they became what we have seen so far as the Qunari, as a way to breathe fire, and then somehow that got lost on the way, and only a few can actually, become Adaris, like Tosh. And apparently they were going south to get away from the devouring storm. Which Iron Bull did kind of hint about, well, trying to remember what his exact words were, is that the people had to fled south, and for some reasons that he couldn't really name, and maybe that's what that was. So I'm just trying to kind of piece together here. On the flip side, this really does make me miss that we don't really get a lot of actual Qunari stuff in this game. Because you think about, this lady here is the actual first official Qunari we have. Because all those Antam are technically Talvishoff. They broke away from the Qun. They don't really count as Qunari anymore. According to the lore of the Qun, they are not Qunaris anymore. But so technically, this lady is the first real Qunari we have seen in the entire game so far. Did Tosh turn into a dragon?
Found him.
Gosh, you're not a dragon.
After all this, if I break my neck climbing up here in the rain. Harding, you owe me for this. Hey, Tosh.
All that work, all the ancient Kunari crap that she died for. And what's the secret? More work? More responsibility? She can't just leave me with this. She can't just leave me.
She never left you. She's right there on your horn. She'll be there whenever you need her.
The Kunari thought I was a mistake. The Dragon King thought I was a weapon. Shazan was the only one who believed in me. The Kunari want me to help them, protect them. What do I do with that?
I don't know.
Honestly, I have no idea. But I look forward to watching you and the Kunari bounce off each other.
We need the Kunari ready for whatever comes next. Whether it's the Devouring Storm or something else. They need to be united.
Most of the Anton broke away from the Qun, including any other Adari.
Then we need to get them back. And the Antom. They don't know how to live outside the Qun.
That's a good start.
I'm gonna make the Qun more like what it's supposed to be. What she taught me it was. I can do that for you.
Good luck with that. That's the entire civilization you're talking about. Well, there we have it, folks. We have ourselves another Chekhov's gun, the Devouring Storm, which may or may not ever get followed up on. Oh, hey, look, guns. Okay. Alright, I've been putting this one off because I know what this is. Shall we get it over with? The infamous other Tosh scene. Which I do have something to say about. Let's just get it over with. Or maybe not. Because the game just fucking crashed. You're like, nope. That is forbidden. Wow.
Rescued some Dalish from being Archdemon breakfast, didn't you? Wish I could have seen the look on Elgar'nan's face.
Try again, you know.
So, Tash pries the enormous ruby out of the statue's eye socket. Except then it wakes up, and now it's real pissed that it's missing an eye.
Oh, my. What kind of statue was this? Big snake. Like, what, the size of a horse?
30 feet tall. Had the size of a wagon.
How'd you get up there?
They carved the scales. Made okay handholds.
And now we've got a giant, angry, one-eyed snake statue trying to swallow Tash whole.
Wait, how does that work? Where would they go? Did it have a stomach?
Wait for it.
Best part is, while Tash is pounding that snake's nose, she's still holding the ruby in her other hand. Maker's panties, I was so proud.
Oh,
Ah, shit. They're still holding it, sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a barb.
Oh, okay.
A barb?
Tradition in the Lords of Fortune, from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot. Bad blood among your crew's not good for morale, but there's not always time for big, drawn-out apologies. So, when one of us screws up and we know we've screwed up, we do a quick 10 to put it right. Pulling a Barv. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Here's the thing about this here. I mean, I completely understand the notion of misgendering. It's very simple. I get it. But the thing is, there's a difference between a simple accident, accidentally doing it, without really thinking about it, and doing it intentionally and being an asshole. What Isabella did there was an accident. And if you look at it, even Tosh didn't even really notice it. It was actually Belar who noticed it. And then Isabella overreacted to it. I want to make it clear, some people point out the scene sometimes. I don't want to poke at Tosh about this. Tosh is fine. Tosh was like, whatever. But it was Isabella in this scene that completely overreacted to this. And that's the entire problem here. It was an accident. And by overreacting to it, you just made the whole situation very, very awkward. And you just drew a lot of unnecessary attention to it. A situation like that, all you gotta do is quick apology and move on. And in fact, Tosh probably would have been perfectly fine with that. But the way this was written, it kind of tries to infer that, hey, if you accidentally misgender somebody, you should be punished for it somehow, which I don't agree with. I think that's a shitty take to have. And at the root of it, that's the entire problem with this scene. It's not Tosh, it's Isabella that's the problem in this scene. So, I just want to put that out there about why this scene is not written better. The scene's just written terribly. And I know a lot of people like to use this as the example of the bad writing in this game. Hold on, I need to turn this. Oh no, I got adjust something here. My mic is clipping. Why is it clipping so much? It wasn't doing that before, now it's doing it. Anyway. But yeah, that's why this scene is problematic. It is a very unrealistic portrayal of how you should deal with this type of situation. And that kind of gets under some people's skin, rightfully so. I have watched videos and other people, even trans people and non-binary people, reacting to this scene, and they don't like the way it's depicted. They think it's extremely awkward. And I agree with them. It's a very awkward scene, and it should not have been written this way. So, Probably one of the worst scenes in the game. I will say that. But, you know, the bad writing throughout the game just kind of makes the whole thing worse. On top of that. So, but that's what I have to say about that. So. Yeah, why don't I just make a simple freaking apology?
Any reason you can't just apologize?
Sometimes people say, oops, sorry, and hope that fixes it.
If it's
but
an accident,
they just want
yeah.
to get the whole thing over with. Trust me, I know. But pulling a bath, you sweat a little. Makes you think about it a little more. Shows the other person you mean it.
What if they mean it when they say they're sorry, though?
And that's the other reason. Some people mess up and get all dramatic. They make it about them.
Like you just did?
You know, I didn't mean it right. I'd never do that on purpose. They feel so
That's
bad
what Isabella
about it,
just
it's on everyone
did.
else to smooth it over and make them feel better.
Oh, okay. Yes, some people might do that.
Pulling a bath puts it on the person who screwed up. They made the mess, they fix it, done.
I'm done with the
Isabella's apology
conversation.
work for you, Tosh?
Yeah. Just... I didn't expect the Lords to care about the stuff. Me being non-binary.
Kirkwall taught me about family. If it matters to you, it matters to me. I mean, to the, Lords.
Oh. Thanks.
Anyway, where was I? So, there Tosh is, thigh-deep in a snake's maw and still holding the giant ruby in one hand. I yelled that we'll get them out of there, and Tosh just yells back, "Get up its ass! I'll meet you in the middle!"
Okay, the stomach, I get, but did it really have...
Hey, who ate the last breaded cheese wand?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I guess I thought, well... I don't know what.
It's fine.
No. They're your favorite.
No, I am not making Balara do a barf. That would be stupid. It's not a big deal.
I think Tosh will survive, Balara.
No, Rook. Tosh loves cheese wands.
Tosh loves everything. Nothing like running down dragons to build up an appetite.
It's the fire breathing. I have to eat more to build up stuff in my gut.
I know what I have to do.
No.
I'm pulling a barv.
God damn it. See, that just makes the scene even more awkward now.
2, 3.
Heart's in the right place. Form's a little sloppy, though.
Bend your knees.
Fuck this scene. It is... I don't know what the fuck the writers were thinking when they made this scene. Were they out of their goddamn gourd? What the hell? Alright, whatever. Whatever, it's over with now. Okay, what do we got left here? Alright, there is some side quest in some of the areas that are left to be done. Let me tell something else. I guess we can finally do the Warden's Great Final Repose quest. Let's do that. They got a couple quests in Rivain to do. Let's get that done.
More trouble.
That's the last of them.
Where am I going? Over here. Okay. Okay. No, that didn't really help me.
Hey, Promise.
Yes?
You and Nev?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice catch.
Thanks.
And Spite's good with her?
No talking. When her hat comes off, go play with wisps.
Okay. Eyes up.
Save a little for the rest of us, Rook. Run race.
Not a problem.
Witnesses? We can't do that while we're standing on here. That's unfortunate.
Easy enough.
Okay, this way's open now. Yeah, I picked up another quest while I was in here. Defeat the Fury of Sharksmouth.
Gosh, Harding keeps asking me what your favorite foods are.
Why is she asking you?
I think she wants to surprise you with something.
But you told me. It's not a surprise now.
I'm pretty sure whatever Harding makes will be surprising no matter what.
About to get real hot.
They're at range!
They've got us in range.
Nice one, Josh.
Yep. That was for Gray, the Qunari in those old letters. He was a good warden.
An end to the fury of Sharksmouth.
Hey, that quest is finally completed. Only took 20 hours. Okay, so we got a statue puzzle. That's probably where his treasure is. Alright, so let me go back and find these.
touch it!
Hey, I'm glad you got her back. Katerina.
About your mother.
Hey, don't. You helped your grandmother. She's proud of you.
Not that she'd ever show it. Your mother was proud of you too.
She knew who I am.
More blight. Hey, not look loose.
non-binary crows?
Sure. Lots of them.
Do they still get capes?
Of course. Why wouldn't they get capes?
I mean,
I don't know.
all crows get capes.
People do stupid gender stuff. Only men can wear this. Only women wear that.
Not in Antiva. The only rule is that you must have style.
Yes,
Good.
yeah, must have style.
Let's see what you got.
Four knights rode to the battle. One fired into the rightward flank. Her arrows are still rain. One lingered their shield behind to guard on the back. One went boldly to the fore, her sword thrust forward unto the foe. One crept upon the leftward flank, his hammer a harvest reaped. Some of them have hammers. There was the Darren fire to the right. Okay, so this is Sir Darren. She should be facing right. One lingered their shield behind the guard all's back. He's a shield bearer. Second one. He's guarding back, so probably facing back. This one. Okay, so Ulfian's probably facing back. Woman bully to the fore, her sword thrust forward. Bow. Kurach. Kurach is facing forward. I'm gonna assume this one is Kurach. That is the last one. The one faced left. Rivain. Which has to be this one. That's her man. Well, I thought I interpreted that correctly. Apparently I didn't. It didn't seem like it was that complicated a puzzle. Okay, wait, Rion is the one with the arrows. So, okay, maybe I got those two switched. Okay, hold on. So maybe this one needs to be facing the other one. And you should be facing left. Your Dion is the one that should be facing the 4. They have the sword. That means you're facing that way, you're facing that way. Oh, I wish I could just keep this text up on the screen while I'm doing this. Rot held the walls, threw back. No, Ilfin is the one with the shield. The shield one should be behind. And Kruat should be facing left. He is facing left now. So... Alright, I give up. I'm gonna look this up because I don't want to keep wasting time on this. This is actually probably the first decently challenging puzzle in the entire game. But I'm not a big fan of puzzles. Because I find that they often just wasting my time. So... Okay. Okay, Rian statue should be facing to the right. That is... which one's Rian? That's close. This is Rian. Rian is facing to the right. That's correct. Okay, so first statue facing forward. Yes. Second's facing back. Third's facing... Oh, the bird's facing the right. Okay. How did I get that backwards? Because that's Kurot, isn't it? And this one needs to be facing left. Okay, I didn't... Okay, that didn't make any sense, because I thought... Hold on. Rian is one with the arrows. Arrows fired... right? Okay, you mean the direction they fired, not the direction they were facing. So that completely threw me off there. That threw me off. Did it? Okay, I don't know. Unique arcane stave. Oh, that looks like Meredith's legacy. Interesting. You no longer gain health from potions or companion abilities. That doesn't sound like a very good trade-off. Yeah, my Bill Seeker's still way better than that. No, it looks like one of the bonus item staff that you got in Inquisition. I forgot the name of it. Oh, the dead men sailed some tales. Heir and host tale lost fortune. Let's find that.
On my order, attack!
Nicely done, Rook! That should speed things up.
Greetings and welcome. You stand in Rivain, home of magic, danger, and adventure. Tell me, if you will, do you hunger for excitement?
I'm not against adventure. What have you got?
A Rivaini Lord of Fortune was following a map leading to buried treasure. Sadly, Ritzinger attempted to loot a treasure chest mid-battle. Understandable enthusiasm, and I remember them fondly. But you can carry out their final wishes to find this treasure no matter the danger and earn gold and glory.
If you give me the map, I'll see what I can do.
Bring Sharksmouth to the Leviathan's tail, and let not your spirits fail. Okay.
Hey, spirits! Get out of those pirate bodies! Those pirates didn't do anything to you!
Guess we're not the only ones after the treasure.
Good hit!
Where a rock stands tall, look for the shortest waterfall.
So, Tash, are you nervous around me?
What? No.
But what about all of the frightening stories your mother told you?
She stopped telling me those stories after she found me up on our roof. I had a butter knife in each hand and the tablecloth tied around my neck.
You wanted to be a crow after...
More pirate corpses? Come on!
My booty's within reach. You'll grab it near the beach.
What were we talking about?
Grabbing booty near the beach.
You wanted to be a crow after all your mother did to make them sound terrifying.
The crows sounded amazing. Also, you had capes.
This explains so much about you.
Never let up.
A word for an evermore.
The treasure is ours.
Captain Corpse asshole.
You have found it!
Wait, did you know where the treasure was the whole time?
You had to find it yourself. The real treasure was the journey. Now, Ritzinger would have used this to purchase a new ship. Since their last caught fire and burned, I believe a lady was involved. But the gold and glory are yours now, to use as you will. Adventure!
Glorious Ultimate. Zero healing. Oh, potions will restore your ultimate. Interesting. Interesting trade-off. Okay. There's one more quest here. We'll do this while I'm here. Let's finish up the quest in Rivain.
A word when you have a moment. Greetings. I am Sia Rowan. I help the spirits in this area.
You help them?
I speak with them and for them, and sometimes they speak through me. We keep this land safe for spirits, so that no harm comes to them or to the people who live here. That is why I ask for your help.
Right. What do you need me to do?
Years ago, when mages rebelled across southern Thedas, Templars from the southern Chantry marched upon Rivain. They declared our mages criminals and killed many of us. The unacknowledged pain of that injustice twists spirits into demons. Stop the demons and let compassion ease that pain, and the land will be safer.
I'll see what I can do.
Spite. Pressed, but now partners, the crow ready to spread its wings.
Now, compassion!
Friend of yours?
Keep walking.
Okay. Yeah.
Trouble coming our way.
Good.
Glinting, gleaming, stealing us with steel.
We're good.
Splinters flying as they kick in the door to our home.
Hey, could you teach me how to be a crow?
Why would you want to be a crow?
Crows are great. You have flashy outfits, you do flips and stuff.
We kill people. You already know how to do that.
You have capes.
We train in acrobatic work from the time we're children. It's brutal, punishing.
Whoa.
I suppose I could give you a few pointers on killing with flair.
Why don't you just give her a cape? She really wants the cape. You know what would be easier? Let me just do that. Let me just teleport down there. It'll be easier.
About to get fun.
Baking in my armor. So much hotter here than back in Ferelden. Kill on sight. But they don't look like abominations. They just look sad.
Get ready to fight.
Roost takes his crap out.
We ran, but they chased us. We tried to surrender, but they killed us as we knelt. The spirits roar as the fire comes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The wood will always be scorched, but the rain has washed away the fire and smoke. Thank you.
And that looks like that is it for Rivain. I know there's an altar here. I'm gonna come back and get it later. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go back to the lighthouse and probably call it a night. Oh, Tosh did get her armor. Oh, I didn't even see that. Yes, very Lords of Fortune looking. Okay, so Warden, Lucanus, Tosh. I have not gotten Neve's ultimate stuff yet. I guess there's gotta be like one more thing to do with her. Yeah, leave Balara. There's something to talk about.
You ever think about all the places you could hide in here?
Of course. A magical location like this would require a subtle approach. What about you?
I'm thinking about where there might be traps.
Oh, Rook, you're here. Good. I had a question for my story.
Sure. What kind of question?
Oh, well, a personal one, I guess. Maybe not. Never mind.
Oh, come on. I'm curious now.
Okay, I'll try. I'm gonna do this. So I'm having fun. It's different, but neat. And the fighting bits are going well. So's the romance, mostly.
That's good to hear.
That's great.
I'm glad I don't think Balara has hooked up with anybody.
It is. It helps. All of what we do, I mean. Not that I'm writing about us, but, well, it's us inspired.
So, what did you want to ask then?
It's my hero. I know who they are, what they look like, all of that. But I can't figure out the why.
Why what?
Why they do it. Risk it all. Save the world. Well, you're a hero. I mean, a real one. So why are you doing all this?
I have no idea why I'm doing any of this. Someone has to, I guess. Might as well be me.
The world is going to end if we don't stop it. And I don't see a whole lot of other people lining up to help.
I wish I could be like that. Facing danger, caution to the wind.
But that's pretty much exactly what you do, all the time.
Sure, because I have to. And I'm scared the whole time.
Everyone's scared sometimes. It's what you do with the fear that counts. Facing it, fighting through it, that's what a hero does.
I guess so. It's hard to think of it that way. We are going up against a god. Multiple gods, actually. That feels heroic. To me, at least. And we're saving the world.
We're gonna see this through. All the way.
I like that
all
confidence.
The way.
Anyways, I should get back to it. Writing. Thanks, Rook. That helped. A lot.
You would have let Sam walk.
If that's what he wanted, didn't seem right to make the decision for him.
Not sorry he stayed, though.
I would have been miserable if he left. You must be happy about it, too. Who would you spoil without a son around?
Spoil? That bird's spreading rumors about me again.
Okay, I think we're probably caught up for the moment. Oh, well, there's still another quest to do in Hossberg. I know there's another quest to do back in the Necropolis also. And we got 2 quests to do for MSQ. Okay, but that'll be for next time. I'm gonna call it a night here. Alright, made plenty of progress. I think the majority of the companion stuff is finally done. There might be like a little bit left here. There's gotta be something more to do with Neve for her thing. And yeah, that'll be it. I don't think the companion quests really aren't too bad, to be honest. I don't think any of them have been particularly annoying to do. I think they've all had some pretty decent plots and stories. It's just, again, it's like the overall narrative is not bad. It's pretty good, the overall narrative. But when you get, not like in the macro scale, things seem okay in this game. When you zero in on the micro scale, when you narrow in like the individual lines and dialogue and stuff, it's just, it could be so much better on the micro scale. The macro scale, it seems okay, but when you zoom in, that's where you start to have problems with this game. But anyway, enough from me. That's enough. I'll continue this another time. Have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.